Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Puffco Budsy bottle and the wand with diamonds dab of the day. Hello, everybody. Today is Friday, stepping into that weekend soon. Well, as always, if you enjoy today's video, please join the Senior Stoner family. Hit that subscribe button. Send a like my way is always appreciated, and I respond to all comments. I got to tell you, when uncertainty stresses you out, it makes us wonder which path to take, what decision to make, or whether to respond at all, in fact. In fact, it can be crippling for some of us if we have not developed what's called emotional resilience. So let's discuss how to become more emotionally resilient in the face of uncertainty. Are you not sure if you struggle with emotional resilience? Well, if you do, how do you move through the challenge? How do you respond effectively to the situation? How can we become more emotionally resilient in the face of the uncertainty? Well, let's discuss the things that I think can help in tough times. Try to be flexible. A lot of times there's difficulty in going with the flow. People have obstinacy, ego issues, fixed beliefs, certain expectations, habits from before. Those are just some of the things that resist change. But when the house you thought you lived in forever is destroyed, God forbid, in a storm, or the job you've trained for has been automated, or the love of your life is walking down the aisle with somebody else, what the hell do you do? Nice to talk about it, but what do you do? All these things can be heartbreaking and crushing all at once. But it's also true that life demands a course change sometimes. In those situations especially, it's wiser to practice acceptance and acknowledge that the situation has changed. After all, we don't control the world. We only control ourselves. Maybe the only way forward at that point is to adjust your attitude, shift your thoughts, and even dream bigger by being flexible. We want to practice being okay with discomfort. When we're navigating a situation that's in flux, many of us will feel somewhat unsure of ourselves. After all, that's normal. Accepting yourself and your situation is a good place to begin. You got to try to calm and tame the voices of fear, blame, and resentment. Resist the urge to create the drama event around the uncertainty. Try to appraise the situation in a balanced perspective, realizing that it's okay to feel genuinely uncomfortable at times. You'll build emotional resilience if you use the time to practice accepting and believing in yourself, despite any discomfort you might feel. We want to learn from our mistakes and our failures to gain emotional resilience. Try not to panic. Remember, allowing discomfort amid uncertain circumstances reveals something about ourselves, and we can grow and become more emotionally resilient. Trial and error are how we learn, but once you adapt to being somewhat uncomfortable, you can apply yourself to the challenges at hand, which often trigger a flood of new ideas. Remember how we live in a cyclical life. You go around like a Ferris wheel over the top. You have two things always: hope and opportunity. And you know what? The more you explore positive thoughts, emotions, and ideas, maybe then we'll learn to speak up for ourselves. Or we'll even be able to apply new approaches to the situation that's in flux. Learning from our mistakes and successes can open up a whole new avenue of experiences for us with our coping skills to build resilience and even expand the range of positive qualities we already have. You see, don't be afraid to make mistakes, because they're going to make you more emotionally resilient if you're willing to learn from them. By recognizing uncertainty as an opportunity for growth, we can more easily move through to attain whatever our personal goals are. Because remember, ultimately, Resilience is just getting back up when you fall down. You want to try to step back and gain a broader perspective. Maybe widen your field of vision by reviewing not just what's happening, but the past and even imagining the future. Because from different perspectives, you can envision various plans. And you can even think about how they might unfold in the future as you discover a path that shows more promise. Then, guess what? You're going to give it a try. Because if you can get your fingernails on the windowsill, you can get yourself in the window. Remember, if that situation doesn't meet your life goals, don't hesitate to try another approach. A shift in perspective might be all you need to see the situation from a different point of view and try out the new solutions, and you will become more emotionally resilient in the future because of it. You want to try as much as you can to coordinate with others. That's right, you've reviewed your options. Now you got to enlist some helpers. But before moving forward and taking action, share your uncertainty and brainstorm about how to move forward with colleagues and friends. Try to remain open for suggestion, but defend the ideas you believe in with fervor. Once you move forward, knowing you've got multiple options, you're on your way. But when you're at a loss, maybe you just try to imitate somebody you respect. Sometimes the hurdles are too high, or they seem too high, or we're at a loss for how to proceed. In those moments, we don't feel very emotionally resilient, do we? But one little thing you can do is think of someone you respect and imagine what they might do in this situation. For example, you might think about how your friend Bob or Jane is the most gracious and balanced person you know that maintain their poise during the face of crisis. Well, if that method is to listen attentively, speak slowly, and establish good eye contact while responding, maybe try doing that. Emulate the ones that are winners that you know. And a shift in that way to the way you can act a little differently might give you the idea how to be more emotionally resilient for yourself. Learn by example. And by golly, you got to practice self-compassion, because in difficult moments, it's essential to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, my golly. Maintain self-confidence. It's okay to take some time to release your disappointment or take a break from your routine. A walk in nature can be helpful for processing your thoughts and releasing pent-up emotions. Or even eating healthfully can remind us of the importance of being kind to ourselves. Once you've got some peace of mind, think about the options to help yourself and open your mind to all the possibilities so that a new avenue of experience that's positive can blossom for you. And you've got to celebrate success. After all the work you do to wind your way through uncertain times and situations, once you've initiated a plan that's working, or once you've picked yourself back up after a tough experience, by golly, celebrate your success. Celebrate your success with those who even helped you achieve the positive results. Give yourself a pat on the back and credit for the win, because that feels affirming, and that joy will sweep into your heart. Congratulate yourself. Remember, commit to continuing your success by practicing gratefulness. That's right, gratefulness for who you have been as well as who you're becoming. Emotional resilience is critically about more than just recovering from challenges. It's about thriving in the face of those challenges. The storm is going on and you're still there and you're doing great. And you know what you want to do? You got to remember that change is constant. It is. And you got to remember that we have to embrace change. That is one thing that's going to always happen. Don't forget to become a member. Join the Senior Stoner family. Subscribe if you enjoyed today's video on emotional resilience. Let's watch as we do our wand dab of the day. Here we go. Wand going in for heat up. It's on the bent neck. Can you see I'm using my bent neck? Pretty cool, right? Bent neck dabber, it's called. And we're going to throw in our dab material. 1 minute, please. I have to get the banger. I had the banger in my hand before. Where did it go? Aha, the banger is stuck in there. Okay, in it goes. On goes my carb cap. This is the wand with the Puffco Budsy bottle. Oh my goodness, and it's like a champ. Wow. Almost too much. This has been the wand with the Puffco Budsy bottle. Cheers, everybody, and have a great day.